Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to give you guys a heads up on the best deals available on Steam right now. These are all under the price of $10. A lot of good sales going on right now. So let's get right into it, and we do have an Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda Lunar New Year sale, so that's where a lot of these deals are honestly coming from. Right off the top, Halo Master Chief Collection is 75% off for $9.99. I mean, this deal is just ridiculous given all the content that you get with Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4. That's a lot of content for your dollar. Even if you're mixed on some of the Halo games, like Halo 1, 2, and 3, most people will agree are awesome. Halo Reach is awesome too. Really, the one that's got the more mixed opinion is Halo 4, and I guess if you want to say Halo 3 ODST is kind of like a meme campaign, I mean, it's a little bit on the shorter side to say the least, but people got fleeced back in 2009 for that game. But nonetheless, all that content for $9.99 is a great deal and worthwhile. I mean, Halo's a fun time just to go through the campaign, so from that standpoint, $10 I think is a really good price. Next up, we got Prey. This is Prey 2017. It is 80% off for $5.99. I think this game is criminally underrated. It was done by, I believe, Arcane Austin. Arcane Austin is also the studio that brought you Redfall. Redfall is obviously an abomination, and, you know, they really should have done Prey 2, but what can you do? Prey was an incredible atmospheric sci-fi first-person title, incredible setting, the narration was pretty good, sound design was really well done, just a really, really solid game, all things considered, and it actually had a decent bit of content, too. Unfortunately, seemingly didn't crush it from a commercial standpoint. There's a lot of stories with this game where the developers didn't want to title this game Prey, but higher-ups at Bethesda wanted to use the license. I don't know the exact ins and outs. What I do know is Prey's a really good game, and $5.99 for it is a really good deal. Next up, we got Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut and Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Human Revolution is $2.99, while Mankind Divided is $4.49. You should pick up both of these games, and obviously, if you guys have been keeping up with the news, the upcoming Deus Ex title has seemingly been canceled from Eidos Montreal. Eidos is also facing some layoffs. Like, as good as 2024 has been for gaming so far, these layoffs that constantly happen has been one of the black clouds that has just been hanging over gaming in as a whole. It was a big story of 2023, but now it continues to be a story in 2024, and unfortunately, it looks like for now a new Deus Ex game won't be happening. What I will say is if we go back into the vault, Deus Ex Human Revolution was absolutely awesome. One of my favorite RPGs of all time, to be perfectly honest. And then Deus Ex Mankind Divided was really great as well. It just fell a little short from the narrative standpoint and definitely had some performance issues at launch, but much better now, and for this price point, definitely a game I would pick up. And Human Revolution for $2.99, I mean, that deal is just insane, and the director's cut of that includes the DLC, the dev commentary, all that good stuff. Next up, we got Disgaea 5 Complete. It is 75% off for $9.99. Disgaea is a franchise that's not really associated with PC that much. Like, the games just kind of randomly got ported to PC. Not a lot of fanfare, but if you're a fan of tactical JRPGs, it's going to be right up your alley. There's a lot of content to the game. Yes, there is a level of grind attached to the game as well, but that's kind of Disgaea for you. The games are enjoyable, a little bit on the comedic side as well. A little bit is probably putting it a little lightly, to be honest, but enjoyable game. It's got its zaniness, its wackiness, but it's got a lot of content. The visuals aren't anything to write home about. Disgaea has kind of been, you know, pretty stagnant as far as visuals, although the recent games look a little bit better, but Disgaea 5 for $9.99 again. I think that's a pretty good deal. Next up, we got Rise of the Tomb Raider down to $5.99 as well. Look, I recommend Rise of the Tomb Raider ad nauseum on this channel, so if you watch this channel and haven't picked it up, I mean, like, come on, man, what are you doing? Definitely go check it out. ROTR is an awesome game and really the best Tomb Raider game that I've ever played. I just thought they did a fantastic job with this game, and it's unfortunate that Tomb Raider has kind of gone MIA for a while, but it is what it is. You know, hopefully that new game does turn out well. Crystal Dynamics does a good job with that, but ROTR was a fantastic game. I would recommend you to play Tomb Raider 2013 first, but for some reason, Tomb Raider 2013 is, like, kind of pricey right now. Yeah, it's $7.49 for, like, some inexplicable reason, but, yeah, you can just jump right into ROTR. That's not that big of a deal, and you can buy the Tomb Raider Survivor Trilogy bundle, which that's $14.17, and actually that is an insane deal given that you get Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a bunch of DLC content, and Tomb Raider 2013 is in there as well. So that might be actually actually something worthwhile to look at. But ROTR, on the other hand, $5.99 for it is still a great pickup. Next up, we got the Ori collection, Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It is 73% off for $13.39. Ori and the Blind Forest is a great game, and Ori and the Will of the Wisps builds upon that as well. They're both really, really solid action platformers. Great visual style. Sound direction is fantastic. Narratives are pretty good as well. The games are just really well done, and that art style has held up beautifully over the years. I mean, Will of the Wisps came out, I want to say, back in like 2019, 2018, but Blind Forest at this point is like a decade old, or approaching a decade old, and it still looks fantastic. So definitely recommend both of those games. Next up, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition is $9.99. I mean, I imagine most of you guys own Skyrim at this point. Like, who doesn't own Skyrim? But maybe you own the OG, you don't own the Special Edition, and for $9.99, the Special Edition is a pretty good buy. Skyrim is a game that I constantly go back to, although, to be fair, it has been like a couple of years since my last Skyrim playthrough, and, you know, the game's been out since 2011. I've completed this game, it has to be like 10, 11 times at this point, like a ridiculous amount of times. I've bought the game a ridiculous amount of times. It's just embarrassing how much money I've handed over to Bethesda for Skyrim, but I love the game, and it's always one that's worthwhile to go back to. The modding community is obviously phenomenal in this game, and really the longevity that you get out of a $10 purchase with Skyrim is kind of ridiculous, and I would strongly recommend it, so check that out. Another Bethesda game in Fallout 4 is 67% off for $6.59 for the base game. Game of the Year Edition is $9.99. I'm recommending this because we are supposed to get some sort of next-gen upgrade for this game, and just in case this game goes the route of The Witcher 3, where the next-gen upgrade comes out and then the price of the game rises, because that did happen with Witcher 3, it might be a good idea to get the Game of the Year Edition of Fallout 4 in your library now to, you know, beat that if that does happen. But Fallout 4 as a game, you know, it was a little disappointing, but it still turned out to be a decent little game, and I say little in jest, of course. It's a pretty decent game, all things considered, but Fallout 3, I think most people would consider to be a better game, and then obviously Fallout New Vegas is a better game, and that's the last game I'm going to mention. Fallout New Vegas is $2.49, and the Ultimate Edition is 67% off for $6.59. Fallout New Vegas is a tremendous open-world RPG. Back in the day when it came out in 2010, I think a lot of people just saw it as more of the same from Fallout 3, and yeah, you can make that argument, but these days when people look back at it, in like, with hindsight being 2020, New Vegas is the game that most people revere as like the best game in the entire series, or the game that, you know, among Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4, it's their favorite. You know, there's rumblings that Obsidian might do a sequel at some point. Who knows if that'll ever happen, given that you do have Obsidian, Bethesda, all under the same umbrella in Microsoft. But it would seem like it would be malpractice to not eventually do a New Vegas 2. Like, that's something that would sell incredibly well. And, you know, Bethesda's taken like 35 years for every game. Why not let an Obsidian do a New Vegas 2 or something like that? It just makes a lot of sense to me. Who knows if it'll ever happen? What I do know is New Vegas is heavily discounted, and for now, I can recommend that. That's gonna do it for me. Again, links to all of these deals, as always, will be in the description box below. But again, that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.